Hey everyone, it's Denise at All My Dolls, and it's that time of the year again. I'm going to make a few outfits for fall for my dolls, something different. So, for the past couple of years, I've been trying to make an outfit of every season, and the past 2 years, I decided that is too much, especially with the amount of dolls I have now. And I was only changing them for the spring, summer, and the fall, winter. And technically, that's three changes because if I get them all changed by the end of this month, which I kind of doubt it, then I'm going to change some of them for Christmas. So we'll see how that goes. So at this point, I have a lot of dolls, and I'm not going to make 100 and something outfits. I'm just going to probably make about, I don't know, maybe 15, 20. Might make 15 complete outfits and then make another 10 or 15 skirts, and then just kind of work on a mix and match kind of thing. So the pattern I'm going to start with is Keep Your Dolly Dud Study Hall. And the plan had been to make both the jumper and the shirts. I can have some basic shirts that go under the sweaters. But we'll see how that goes. Usually what happens is I start with a pattern, I modify it, then somewhere along the line I pick up another pattern, modify that. And so the outfits, even though I'm repeating, technically starting out repeating the same outfit over and over again, there's always a ton of variations, of course, and they're different fabrics and different patterns. So it gets to be pretty interesting. I went through all the fabric that I have here. I didn't really find anything I liked. Guess I'm using up more fabric than I thought, which is great. So, taking a trip to Hobby Lobby. I mean, at this point, with no Joann's, it's either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And the Michael's in my area are just barely craft stores. I always called Michael's a craft store for people who really don't craft. So, Hobby Lobby it is. And I'll take some video of their selection of stuff. That's my little tour of Hobby Lobby. And, okay, so the fabric section at Hobby Lobby is very condensed. But now that I think about it, the fabric selection at Joann's was pretty condensed too. It didn't even really take up one half of the store. It was more like a third of the store. So I'd probably say it's about right for Hobby Lobby. I honestly don't think, I'm trying to think, with the exception of like really like natural wools, which Joann's only had a little bit of that anyway. I actually don't think their selection is much smaller. They had quite a bit of stuff there. And I am serious. I'm probably going to go back and get that gold. And I already have gold outfits for Christmas, but I might make a few more with that different gold. I think when I made gold dresses that I only had like $30, 30 dolls or so. So now we're way past 30 and I might need to make more. At any rate, this is what I actually got. So I have like this aversion to patterns. Like I seriously do. So I always have a hard time with patterns. And then two, I always want to maximize my mix and match as much as I possibly can. So I try not to get anything crazy that I'm going to match. But what I've decided on is the pattern I'm going to use, or at least for several of the outfits. I might switch it up. But the main pattern is going to be Keeper Dolly Dudd's Study Hall. And I am making the jumper and the shirt. I have already cut out about 5 or 6 of them already. And I'll show you those as I go through the sewing. And it'll be I'll put a picture up on the screen if I can remember. It will be the jumper and the shirt. And most of the shirts are going to be just the plain white, or I have a muslin. I may at some point decide to dye them because what I'm using is the 100% cotton, which is what I make all of the underwear out of. And it's a decent weight. So I might go ahead and dye them to make them some different colors. I don't know. All right, this is like a remnant of outdoor fabric that was lying around on the table. So I had them, price it for me. And I made one of the Liberty Jane steampunk jackets. I only made one. And actually in this book here where I cut patterns and fabric to do, this is like my to-do binder of stuff. There's actually, let me see. Here it is right here. There's actually one cut and ready to go. So I need to do that. So I'm going to cut some more of these for fall/winter. So first I got this cotton, and actually I really like this print. I have a sari that's kind of this print. And I was only going to get a yard because it only takes a quarter yard to make the jumper and then a third of the yard to make the shirts. But after she took the yard off, it was a remnant. So I was like, I'll take that too. So what I'll probably do is make like 3 or 4 jumpers from this one. And either I will make them matching blouse, or I'll take this and make a different skirt. I don't know. I have to see. We'll see how that goes. I really like that. Then there's the usual plaid. And it's brown and fallish. And I love this. Will be great with the sweaters that I knit. And then this one was black with fall leaves. And I couldn't resist it. I wanted to get something that would be okay fall, winter-ish, as long as the fabric looks right, and you just put some leggings underneath it. But I couldn't help this. It was just so fall, and so I thought it was pretty. Then there's the brown one, which looked to me a lot like, it's very close to the red one, and I just had to resist the urge to buy a bunch of brown stuff, because that's normally what I would wear. And so I compromised with one, usual plaid, then this kind of odd looking black, and then these two that are still relatively dark. And as I was walking away, there was a dark blue one, and I was like, oh yeah. So I'll probably wind up going back and getting that as soon as I decide what my second pattern is going to be. Like, I don't want to dress all 30 of the Truly Me's and Girl of the Years in quite the same. So that would give me some other variety. It's the same with the shirt. Like, it's so easy to batch them and have them all on this basic shirt. But I have a couple different basic shirt patterns. And so I might as well make a couple different basic shirts just to give them some variety. Or what I might do is what I always do is I start modifying things. So it'll be like the same pattern and all different modifications. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting things out in the right layout. I can cut, 2 or 3 of these depending on which rotary cutter I use. This right here is Sasha. She's number 11, and she's wearing one of the finished jumpers. I haven't made any of the blouses yet. Moving a little bit behind because I had some other things to do. But it's just a really cute pattern. I had a great time making it. And like I said, I did make a couple of just the wrap skirts just for some variation. I am about maybe 10 in now for the jumper, which is a pretty decent start. I'm going to try to give myself till about the second week of November. And then I'll plan out who's going to wear Christmas outfits and who's going to wear the jumpers. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.